What is the situation at the moment? And tell us who organised the protest.
Good day, Jeremy. I'm struggling to hear you at this moment in time, but what I can tell you is that, yes, ANC members are marching to the provincial offices here on Stalwart Smelane Road. There's quite a number of them, I estimate in the hundreds. Now, I am told that this march is ANC members in solidarity with the Mayor Zandile Gumede, who's currently in office and going about her duties as the executive mayor. But to get a broader understanding of what this is all about, I am going to be joined by Mzomuhle Dube, actually, who will just give us a broader understanding of what this march is about. We thank you for your time. Why have ANC members decided to gather here and march to the provincial headquarters?
Thank you for the opportunity. Actually, what is happening today, it is something that is a culmination of a number of incidents that we have been witnessing. However, we had to allow the election to pass, then we begin to actually put on our activities, put on our strength in terms of being activists. So what we are coming to do here is to actually plead with ANC to say there are issues that are crippling the organization going forward. First of all, we have a situation now where we feel that our PEC and even the national structures are pressured to actually succumb into taking decisions and which are actually not in line with our constitution. As far as that is concerned, you can refer to section 35 of the constitution, you will know what I'm talking about. Then we move further in terms of understanding, in terms of how the media treat the ANC in general. You know, with regards to what is happening, you find that the media will have a perpetual, I would say, obsession to assassinate a character of a leader, which happens over a period of time. That includes mentioning how corrupt the leader is. That includes mentioning when the leader is going to be arrested and for what charges or for what allegations. So that's a secondary issue where we say now perhaps it was ideal to have a secondary structure which will actually regulate the media so that normal and just ordinary citizens will have a space to actually stage a recourse. Currently we don't have such. You only have rich people who must take the press to court or the print media or whatever the case is. So we don't have such monies to sue the media all the time. Lastly, we have this spurious kind of attacks which are happening randomly. You will find that people are arrested 10 times before they get the actual arrest, because you find that the law enforcement agencies, they will leak the information to the media houses, where you will find that you are guilty of a crime that you haven't even been told about. So these are actually things that are happening. We are coming to say, ANC, lead us in this program again. Make sure that you entice the structures that are relevant, the law enforcement agencies, to say, please effect your arrest in a just and a fair manner. It cannot be a case of someone who has been reported to have been arrested, yet to meet the person on the street and says they are not arrested. So this has been happening perpetually so.
What are some of the decisions that you speak of, which you say you're unhappy about, that have been taken by the PEC, which you've come here today to also highlight?
Basically, we'll never be unhappy about our PEC. What you can do is to conscientize them, to say, please ensure that any decision you take is in line with our constitutional obligation.
Now, in terms of some of the leaders that have allegations on their heads, which are said to be serious, what do you want to see happening? Do you feel as though those leaders should continue in office pending the results or the outcome which will be given by the courts, or should they, in the meantime or in the interim, while investigations continue and court cases are undertaken, take a seat and let someone else act in those positions?
We are in politics. Anything turns out to be a smear campaign in any form. So if you want to unseat a political leader, find a crime that he may have done. Whether it's there or not, he is left to himself to stay at home and prove it. So that one becomes mischievous if you approach it that way. So that's what we are saying. That's why we are saying when you arrest a person, it must have been a compelling evidence to say, I can prosecute. Now to arrest a person and say, come back next week, come back 6 months later, you're still investigating. So we feel that that is a systematic way of unseating that person from whatever position he's holding.
Thank you for your time. You've heard it there. The ANC is marching over a number of issues that they've said it's been a combination of them, from decisions that they have been taken where they want a different stance to be taken when certain issues are approached. Also speaking about the issue that they have with the media, and also touching on issues around leaders who have allegations that have been put on them, stating that some of those they believe might be driven by smear campaigns in order to unseat a leader, stating that decisions should be made final once the courts have given their verdict.
All right, live in Durban for us, that's Mwande Keswa. We'll return to you a little later as that situation continues to unfold.